guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video, and today we're going to take our boy DOKKANFEST Kid Gohan into the Gathering of the God of Destruction event. I think Kid Gohan's probably going to be one of the more formidable units that you could use in this mode, so I'm looking forward to this a lot. My Kid Gohan is nearly full level 10 links, so I think he is ready to take into difficult content. There is one thing I should point out, and that is that Saiyan lineage, which is this one right here, at link level 10 does gain one extra key, but because Gohan already has, he's giving all allies 3 key on his passive, I don't think it's actually going to affect any of these difficult content showcases, so I don't think it's really going to be a major issue, but this Gohan, for numerous reasons, should be able to completely dominate. I mean, one reason is he's on Tech Ultimate Gohan's Hybrid Saiyan / Savior team, which is really, really close to being up there as, like, pretty much the best team for difficult content. Like, it's just, I don't know, you could definitely say, like, Refs of Universe 7 or something like that. But this team is crazy. Now, this, I really need to point this out right here, right? Gohan and Tech Khalifa, look at this. Gohan and Tech Khalifa share Saiyan Warrior Race, Saiyan Lineage, and Fierce Battle. So this is a monster sort of option that we could do here in the God event, which is just so big, right? So, I mean, this is going to be crazy because, like, Pikkon, is good. But, defensively, one thing I wish they would add to Pikkon, or they would have had, is that he got a little bit of defense on super attack. But between Gohan's support buff and then Pikkon's support buff, he's going to be right around 200k defense with a 50% chance to dodge. Because remember, Kid Gohan is giving all allies 58% defense on this rotation, which is just crazy. We'll just go ahead and do this right here. And then let's give Pikkon the support buff. Boom, there we go. All right, so let's go ahead and see. The funny thing is, Gohan, if we fall below 58% HP, we'll be able to use his active skill, Light Shield, which recovers 30% HP, causes him to guard for 1 turn, which, for the most part, you want to be going type it. Actually, that does matter, because Gohan is so good. I'm going type advantage. I should have went, like, type neutral with Gohan. That was a mistake. I should have went type neutral with Gohan to really show how good he is, but Gohan can go type neutral here in the God event. Easily. Gohan will be able to, right? So if you're bringing him to a type neutral stage, if you're running one of these teams, Hybrid Saiyan, Goku Family, Youth, Bond, and Master, and Disciple, Planetary Destruction, Heavenly Events, run one of those teams. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put AGL LR Gohan in slot 1 right here. Gohan is probably going to get smacked up and take a lot of damage to the point where we will be able to use the active skill. Yep. AGL LR Gohan, unfortunately, is not as good as many people think he is right now, right? He is beginning to age. He's good still, right? Like, if you go good or bad, he's good, but he can get slapped up, right? I mean, that worked out to my benefit because now I could use Kid Gohan's active skill. We'll use his Light Shield next turn again, which is, it's like the strongest active skill in the game. And, like, in the God event, this will destroy the God event because you heal 30% HP, you guard for 1 turn, and all allies get 20% defense for 2 turns. It's just too good. Like, it's actually too good, right? So let's go ahead and pop this. All right, so now, right? So, did I show our defensive stats before I used that? I might not have. Look at this. Dude, this is turn 2. He's at 300k defense. He just healed us. He's now guarding, right? Like, it's... also, okay, so he shares those same 3 links with... Oh, my God, dude. The way they've buffed Hybrid Saiyans is actually just crazy. How about these 2 as a rotation? Are you kidding me? Yeah, because they share Saiyan Warrior Race, Saiyan Lineage, Fierce Battle. They have the same 3 links, right? And, Goten and Trunks, they're giving Goku Family, Vegeta Family the 40% buff, all the support and stuff like that. Wowee, man. All right, this is... Yeah, see, this is where Gohan is showing his power, right? Like, sure, we could take him into, like, a level 10 Link showcase, and, like, you know, he's doing 4 million attack stats, 3 million attack stats, he's in the 5 million range. Not really stepping up to, like, that, you know, 7 million plus consistent range. Not hitting as hard as the recent Dokkan Fest exclusives, but he's just better than all of them, probably in difficult content. I mean, this is crazy. This performance with his active skill on this turn is very impressive. And his defense is now so high, so let's do this. Go ahead and heal up massively. Now, keep in mind, I think I'll keep let's keep Tech Khalifa on rotation with Gohan so we could sort of show that it's Gohan by himself, right? He doesn't need Trunks and Goten to be this good. All right, so here's a super attack. This shouldn't hit too bad. Only 87k, and it's just going to do less damage the further on we get. Now, we can raise Gohan's stats even more. If we got the AGL LR Gohan on rotation with this Gohan, that would be able to raise our stats even more. Because remember, AGL LR Gohan is on the Heavenly Events category team, right? So we can go ahead and swap over, get Gohan on this rotation, right? And then we're going to get an extra 58% attack and defense, since the AGL LR Gohan is on Heavenly Events. That's the one thing, like, running a lot of challenge runs and stuff like that, the part where you actually could potentially get that little extra buff for Kid Gohan is the fact that AGL LR Gohan is on Heavenly Events, right? That will help out dramatically. All right, so remember, oh wow, we could use PyCon's active. Sure, I'm just gonna use PyCon's active skill, whatever. If I could use it, I'm gonna take advantage of it, absolutely. So remember that on this turn, actually maybe I shouldn't have done that because Gohan gives a 2-turn defensive buff, right? Like, I didn't need to do that because we did get buffed up. Well, I say that, but, like, AGL LR Gohan, like, his defense is not exactly the most impressive ever. Alright, so I'm gonna do this right here. Let this Gohan super attack. I could do that right there. That's gonna give us the support type buff. I'm not gonna get those AGL orbs. I'm gonna save those for next turn for Kid Gohan. We'll go ahead and let Kid Gohan get those AGL orbs, and his massive stacked defense will go ahead and really, really, really give us a lot of HP and healing. So that's going to be very, very good to see. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what we get right here from our boy Kid Gohan, the amount of healing he's going to get. But I mean, this honestly should show one of the main factors about how good a unit is in the God event, right? Like how usable they are, is the teams you're on. Because you have to run very specific setups for the God event here, right? You can't just run any, like, I'm just gonna run this character and this character. Like, no, you gotta, like, you have to be running type advantage, right? Like, you have to be in, like, a really good spot. One area where Gohan is gonna help out dramatically, by the way, planetary destruction. Gohan being on this category team, this is movie bosses, right? Basically, planetary destruction is Broly's leader skill. So now, like, if ever there's a movie bosses character that comes out that we want to try in the God of Destruction event, this Gohan will definitely be on the team, right? Between his active skill, between his key support, his defensive support, this Kid Gohan is like a must run. And, you know, again, we can run him type neutral. So the planetary destruction team just got way better suited for this difficult content thanks to this Kid Gohan. So, you know, this Kid Gohan is not an outright damage god or anything, but he is going to provide a lot. All right, so our defense 381k. Remember, it went down this turn because we don't have support, and then also the 2-turn active skill buff wore off, but we're still looking pretty damn good. All right, so we're good at this point. At this point, we've pretty much finalized the no item run. Outside of PyCon getting caught with a super attack, we just don't really have the potential to lose. And I love that Gohan links up well with Tech Khalifa, because obviously, like, Tech Khalifa is so good with the 100% chance to dodge. You do want to bring her, and you could just have these two on rotation, right? Although maybe you'd want Gohan on a rotation with a different character that could get a benefit from his defensive buff, because Khalifa doesn't need the defensive buff that Gohan gives, right? Since she's already got the 100% chance to dodge everything. So, you know, it's more so, you know, the floating units in this setup. But that's why, like, you know, AGL LR Gohan and Kid Gohan on the same rotation. Kid Gohan is going to allow AGL LR Gohan to tank way better earlier in the event, right? Because again, as I showed, he gets slapped up right away. Like, you think like, oh, AGL LR Gohan, I'm good. He's such a stacking defensive god. But again, he can get caught. Alright, I'm going to do this. I do want to make sure... I kind of misplayed. I wanted those... Here, I think I'm going to give these AGL... No. I'll save the AGL orbs for Kid Gohan next turn. Of course. So PyCon is not getting the support type buff from Trunks and Goten, but he does have the 50% chance to dodge. I think if Ewan supers PyCon, I think we actually might die right here. PyCon probably will take enough damage, but we should be good to go. So there we go. Kid Gohan absolutely, completely dominating in here. I mean, honestly, it's not really surprising how good Kid Gohan is. Like, when I immediately saw his kit, you know, as a defensive stacking character, that active skill is just so crazy. No turn restriction, no character restriction. You could bring him on any team, and you could pop that pretty easily when your HP falls below 58% or less. Not really that hard to do in difficult content. All right, so how is AGL LR Gohan looking now next to Kid Gohan? So he doesn't have Saiyan lineage, which is unfortunate, but how are we looking here? 425k defense. Look at LR Gohan now up to 300k. Much better. LR Gohan is looking way better next to this Kid Gohan. This Kid Gohan giving him that massive defensive buff. So this is going to be pretty good. So there we go. We'll probably make this the last turn right here. As you guys can see, this Kid Gohan is actually one of the best characters in the game for this God event. This Kid Gohan absolutely dominates. He wrecks. His damage should be really good right here. Okay, well, because that's with a Heavenly Events category ally and with him in slot 1 and full level 9 links, no support. So, I mean, there you go. Like, I actually was expecting his damage to be a bit higher. Because, again, we had his full passive was active there, right? We got the attack with Heavenly Events category ally. We got the attack from being in the first slot. It's just... a lot of times Gohan is not the biggest damage dealer ever, but I mean that like 3.5 or 8 or whatever it was, you know, in sort of these circumstances in this, you know, very difficult content, while Gohan is borderline untouchable. And then not only is Gohan untouchable, but he's massively buffing the allies on rotation. He's just so good. They did a really good job with this Gohan because he has a clear purpose. He has a clear role that he will serve. He is very good. After we sort of finish the world tour on a lot of this difficult content, there's a good chance I might, because at the end of my Rainbow video, I was kind of like, man, like Gohan is good, but I think I probably would put GT, Goku, and Vegeta above him, but I don't know. Gohan's performance in here, it just so because like just the way he's buffing all the units around him is going to be so helpful in this event in particular, right? It's really going to be so good. So let me know what you guys think of Kid Gohan in the Gathering of the God of Destruction event. Again, I feel like Kid Gohan, to me, put on one of the more impressive performances we've seen. His damage is not as high as maybe like, you know, AGL, LR, UI, Goku, but Kid Gohan, like, he's bringing so much to the team that I feel like he's like on that level of performance here in the God event, right? With the defensive stacking, the support, the good link set for his teams, right? Like, again, Planetary Destruction, you're running with Int Broly. Those two are going to be crazy together. Int Broly is another character who could go type neutral in the God event, especially if him and Gohan are there turn 1. They're both stacking. They're both helping each other out. They both have Saiyan lineage. Like, it'll work really well. So, again, let me know what you guys think of Kid Gohan. I thought he performed very well. Again, pretty much full level 9 links as well. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.